Hello everyone, I'm Carrie and I am back with another pick a card reading. So today is the full moon in Taurus. I'm a Taurus, it's the full moon in Taurus, and I promise you all the energy that I'm feeling right now is about value. Like how valuable I am, what I'm able to contribute to the world. It's like having me think big about value and what that really means. It is not about how much money I have, how many material possessions I have, but it's all about the things that I have inside of me that I can take with me everywhere I go, no matter what circumstance or situation, and how it is that I just bless people out just by walking in a room. Just the presence, my presence, I don't got to say nothing. And so I have been thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? I love doing pick a card readings, especially on the full moon energy, especially when it feels this good. So let me do a pick a card, a collective reading to let other people know how they are blessings as well. So hopefully you all have been feeling the same energy. It's really, really making me feel like, you know what, if you all cannot come, if you can't come at me knowing how much I am worth and seeing my value, just don't even come. I'm good. We don't even have to talk to each other. It's really, really, really having me saying my price has gone up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Like I'm really feeling like that. And it just feels good. It feels good to remember who I am and what I bring to the table, regardless of if I'm doing anything, just my presence alone and the way I keep myself and my energy. So we got 3 piles here. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And the question is, how are you a blessing? Okay, pile 1, we're going to start with you. And first, I just want to say thank you all so much for being here. I'm just so excited. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Thank you for commenting. All of that. Okay, now let's go to pile 1. So I wanted to make this nice and short. So the top card is going to be the answer to the question, how are you a blessing? Ooh, we got lead. You're a leader. Okay, let's just get the clarifying cards. So this card is actually the Emperor. If this was a Rider-Waite deck, which it is not, it's a Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. It is a tarot deck though. This card is the Emperor. So you're a blessing to others because you lead by example. And seeing this Emperor's eyes looking up to the sky, it's like he doesn't just lead from like ego or whatever, his own personal will. He has things that he believes in that he leads from. So like this is a higher power that's guiding him. Even if it's not like God. Say it's the policies and procedures, sometimes those things are there for a reason. Let's actually follow those policies and procedures. Let's do it the correct way the first time. Let's not just make up our own way. Of course, this could be someone to, maybe you're like a community leader, or maybe you're like a pastor, or someone like that. So you're someone who is leading people, but you have a creed, you have a higher creed that is leading you and guiding you. And because of that, because you lead by that, people are able to trust you. I know this is the last card, but it's like immediately I'm seeing you have a higher calling. People can trust you. They can trust that you aren't just going to make things up, like I think so many times we lose trust in our leaders because when they come into circumstances and situations that are not like the normal everyday problems, and they may tend to go off, like do something that would be outside of the character of the type of person that you thought they were. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who walks the walk and talks the talk. And because of that, people can trust themselves when they're around you. They can trust you to help them, assist them. They can actually follow you in a more trustworthy way. So they see that you're the type of person, you choose your battles wisely. So as a leader, it's very interesting because it's like you delegate. When it says choose your battles wisely, like you're not up here like, I know everything, I am the all-knowing, I am the emperor, I control and know everything. They don't see that from you. The blessings that you bring is that you're really grounded in the way that you lead. You might take on, and this is kind of making me think of someone who runs a company. So you might take on the greater decision making, but you actually allow your employees or the people who are in charge of like things in different departments, you allow them to do their job. You don't like try to override them and tell them what to do, but you're just like, yo, if it's a decision like this, and this is what I'm going to handle. If not, then you got this. Like, I trust you. That's amazing to have as a leader. Someone who actually believes in you and your ability to do your job and is not micromanaging you. But they also see that you don't really play around either. When it comes to seek the truth, you are someone who, if there's a problem, you're gonna like figure it out. You're not just gonna brush it off and be like, oh, okay, all right, well, whatever. Maybe that won't happen again. You're gonna be like, oh, this is not going to happen again because I'm actually gonna do some research and look into this and figure out what's going on here. Does somebody have the incorrect information? Like, what do we need to do here to get this going smoothly? So you're someone who like follows up actively. You're not just passively leading. You're making sure like things are going according to plan because you are double checking on things, like you're triple checking, double checking, and then feeling alone here. This is interesting because at first when I saw this, I was like, well, as a leader, there's other people out there who look to you because they may feel alone, but actually I feel like this might be you. It feels like as a leader, you're willing to go out there on your own, and like you're willing to really put yourself out there without any. It's kind of giving me the energy of you trusting your intuition. So sometimes there's questions that we have no idea what the answer is to. And you're willing to go out there and figure it out. Like, again, I'm thinking about someone who owns a company or corporation, or even is just like the head, like a CEO or something like that. So you are willing to put yourself out there, to put some new ideas out there, to go do some research, to even go like talk to different people. Basically, if your company wants to invest in something new, you are the one who is going to go out there and find that new thing. Like you're strong enough to try new and different things rather than sticking to the status quo and doing like same old, same old. So it kind of goes back to when you're seeing, like you're finding these little problems that are going on in your company. And again, this is just an example, but whether or not you're running a corporation or not, this is something that you do and it's a blessing to those around you. You know, whether or not you, like if you find some problems, you're going to be the one who goes out there and finds a unique solution that's going to solve this unique problem. You're not going to be trying to find like a one size fits all solution. Like, you know that this problem is something special and unique, so it needs a special and unique solution. So you're going to go out there, you're going to put yourself out there to find something new and different. You're going to take the time to do the work. And it might be that nobody else believes in you and believes in the ideas that you have until you like fully form it and have it fully fleshed, but that's not going to stop you from doing it. So that is how you are a blessing, because you show up. Regardless if it leaves you out there on your own, if it puts you all by yourself. And that's where we're getting this trust from. I mean, how can you not trust somebody like that? Like, they are so much in their integrity. Even if they got to do it by their daggum self. Even if no one else believes. Even if it puts them at risk of, like, being wrong. They're like, you know what? I'm going to go do this research. I'm going to go look this up. I'm going to go ask some questions. I'm going to seek outside of what's normal. This is an unconventional way of doing it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to put myself out there and try it. So that's why it's not only people trusting you, but you trust as well. Like, that is just an aspect of your personality. You trusting the good in the world. And because you believe and trust in that, that means you're going to go find it and attract it. If you don't believe, then how is it that you're going to go find something that's different and unconventional if you don't even believe that it's there? So you're someone who trusts and believes in the things like the higher. Again, I'm talking about the higher creep because their eyes looking up to the sky. You trust and believe like there's a higher power. There's a solution out there. I'm not just out here on my own doing this. Even though I am physically alone and no one else in my company or around me is like this, this is a whole big world. I know that there's some other solutions. I might even have to go talk to people all the way across the country and ask them how they did something, but I can figure that out. Okay, pile one, that is your reading. That is how you are a blessing. And that's just one aspect of you. Okay. Moving on to pile two. Okay, pile two. This is your cards, and I'm making it short and sweet today. So the first card is going to be the answer to how you're a blessing. New vitality. Love it. This is how you walk up into the room. So we've got new vitality. Clarified by coming together. Just breathe. Love, win, or lose. So you are, I mean, come on, look at this card. You're the bright light. He's a bright, sparkly, shining light filled with love. This is basically the beacon of light that people look to. So when you walk in a room, it's like, ah, it really lights up. You could be someone who has been through a lot. It's like someone who has seen a lot, who knows a lot in life. It's kind of like a wise old soul. And it just shows in the way that you carry yourself, in the way that you walk in the room, in the way that you have like approach life. And so you're someone who, like, your understanding of things is not black and white. You understand the depths of things because, again, you've seen some things, you know some things, you heard some things, and you can show up in the world in that way. So people can really trust you. People can understand you because they feel like you can understand them. Maybe not people can understand you, but that people feel like you can understand them because of the things that it seems like you've been through. So you might even have like colorful hair, tattoos, facial piercings, things like that. It just gives people the illusion or thoughts. I won't say illusion, but you know, when you look at someone, you don't know the truth. You just make a whole bunch of assumptions. So people assume that you are a worldly and cool person. Let's say cool. People just assume that you're cool just by the way that you look. And because of that, because of the way that you look and show up, even your aura, maybe you don't even like do anything special. Maybe you wear very regular neutral colors all day, but just your aura is colorful, sparkly like this. And people feel that they can trust you because they know that you're not going to judge them because they already know and can sense and feel that you have been through some things that, you know, you're the type of person who is not going to judge them because they feel like maybe you too have been through these things. Maybe they can open up to you. And that's what I'm seeing in this coming together card. Like, people feel that they can trust you. You're somebody who, I don't know if people like emotionally dump on you a lot or give you way too much information that you did not ask for. I'm telling you, they just feel it in your aura that, you know what, if I come and sit with this person, if I come and talk to this person, like you might even be somebody who just likes to be ducked off by yourself. And for some reason, you sitting at a table by yourself and having a good old time by yourself, and people want to come and join you because they just feel like coming to you, like there's something healing in your aura. Like when they come to you, you can help them. That's what they feel for themselves. That's how they see you. That's how you are a blessing to others. But again, boundaries, because that can be annoying. And we have Just Breathe. Oh my gosh, that song, Waiting to Exhale. When you have friends who wish you well, you'll find a point when you can excel. Like you are the friend who people can exhale around. So maybe even in your friendships or even in, because I'm really just getting the energy of random people coming up to you and be like, ah. So this is what happened to me. You know, like really feeling comfortable, allowing themselves to be themselves and tell you the truth about whatever's going on in life because they know, I don't know, they just know that for some reason it's going to be all right when they're around you. So sweet. And these two cards clarifying what I was just saying, I mean, it's just like perfect. Love, win or lose. They feel that way because they know, it's like they know that you're not going to judge them. They know that you are not going to stop loving them because whatever they say to you, they just feel it. They just sense it. They just know it. And even if it's just like your friendships or your relationships, this is the way that they feel too about you. They just feel like they can just come and be their full authentic selves because you are going to love them no matter what. And I don't know why I'm thinking about a dog here or a puppy. Like if people have told you you have puppy energy, or if you're asking about this reading for your dog, I just really got that feeling and sense and energy. Like they can just be themselves around you. Like look at the smiles on these people's faces. They're looking at each other. So they are okay with being authentic, like opening up their hearts, their minds, their souls to you. That's just the type of energy you bring. Like, and because we have the card as being new vitality, like once these people come and talk to you and I don't know, just get accepted by you or allowed to be in your presence, it's like you do this to them. Like you give them that new vitality. You just accept them. They say, you know what? I did this when I was 12. And then you're like, okay. You know, people do stuff when they're kids. And that's how you accept them, you know? It's like you just accept the situation. You're not judging. You're not putting attachments to it. You're just like, okay. Well, all right. You know what I mean? So they just feel like they're safe around you. That is the blessing that you bring, pile 2. Okay, we're going to move on to pile 3. All right, pile three, got a short and sweet reading for you to show you how you are a blessing. Like, how are you a blessing? So this first card is going to answer that question. And it is dreams coming true. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards. Refusing to see, teach, throat chakra, and crown chakra. Oh, wow. Okay. I love it. So, look at this. What I'm hearing is dream holder. So you could be somebody who literally holds dreams. Like, you can be like a master manifester. So you can take something from a seed to a tree, not even a plant, but a big old tree, like those huge trees that grow and they're like 100 years old and they're still, you know, still got many, many years of life to live. Like, you're a master manifester. And because of that, it's like you're so good at it. You have the pathway. Like, how do I say this? If you're a farmer, you know how to grow, you know, certain crops. But the type of farmer, quote unquote, dream holder that you are, you don't just know how to grow certain crops. You can grow crops that should not even be grown in the climate that you're in. Like, you just know how to grow crops. You are a dream holder. Wow, this is amazing. And so the blessing that you bring is that when people say, you know what, I want to grow avocado, but it's Alaska and it's too cold for that. I can't grow avocado, but I love avocado so much. So they have these limitations attached to themselves. And the blessing that you bring is that you're like this little light of illumination that says, oh, really? You cannot grow in Alaska? Are you sure? Have you tried? So you're the type of person who is going to basically, it says refusing to see. You're going to like snatch that veil away from their eyes. Like, no, that's stupid. Actually, this is the truth. You're going to teach them that they can do anything that they want to do. You are the dream holders. Like, this is just, you know, this is just a dream until you actually plant the seed and help it grow. You can't just hold it in your hands. You have to put it in the ground. Like, here, let me show you. And this is you teaching how to do that. Oh my goodness. When we have teaching clarified by throat chakra, it is like the words that you say, you might not even know. You might just say something off. Just like I was saying, oh, that's stupid. No. You might just say that, something simple like that, and you have changed somebody's whole life. It's like, whoa. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, if you say so, let me actually look into it then, because you just said it was like, no, actually, what are you thinking? What am I thinking? Let me think a little bit harder. Let me look into that. So that is the blessing that you bring to others. You kind of make them question. You make them question reality, because this is a universe, like dream holder. The reality is we are all little tiny universes, as they say. We're all a piece of the universe. We're all one. Like, there's so many different ways to say this and think about how the universe and us are the same, how we're made of the same particles, right? But it's one thing to just say it, but it's another thing to actually actively do and participate in, like, to know it. So you're someone who, you're pursuing your dreams, and maybe you're already like, your dreams have already come true. And maybe your dream is something that is unconventional, and so it's like it's easy for people to see that you're living your dream because you are doing something completely different and no one else would have thought or expected it, right? So they're like, whoa, they're living their dream. They see how you have done that, and they see, I feel like I'm losing my train of thought. Basically, they see your dreams coming true, and they see that the universe that you're living in is one in which they would like to live in, but they don't really know how to get there. And so you are giving them like the keys to the universe with this crown chakra. And to me, it's all about, like, you're a blessing because you just know, you know the pathway, the energy. Just like I was saying, if you're a farmer, you don't just know how to grow the crops that you can grow in your climate. It's like you hold the pathway to making dreams come true. No matter what dream or whose dream it is, you know how to do it. Like, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3, like, it just comes out of you. Even if you're not even teaching actively, even if you're just speaking and saying something, you know it. And I even feel like literally being in your presence and being in the same airspace as you helps people to connect with this energy. Because we have crown chakra. Let me think of the best way. I know that there are terms out there to talk about how us as humans, or even all beings, we share like the same mind field. I gotta do more research so I can know the words. It's like I don't know the words to say, but I know the energy or the feeling. Like we all have the same mind field. So, but when you are present, because of the types of things that you think about, it kind of gets like transferred onto them. Only take this if it resonates with you. But just even being around you in the way that you think. Thinking about Beyonce, they don't even think like me. Like in the way that she thinks, there are some people who just being in her presence would, automatically be able to think like that. Like it would lead them to those pathways of thinking like that. Those pathways that they just didn't have access to being around the people that they have been around. So it's just like a new higher level way of thinking, new higher level way of receiving energy, new higher level way of seeing things, seeing the world. That is what you hold in your hands. And that's how you're a blessing to others. You're not going to be doing the same old, same old. You're not going to be investing in the same old things. You're going to be basically creating a whole new pathway. And that's just what you do. That is the gift that you have, the blessing that you put upon this earth. And not only do you do that and, are a blessing, but you kind of activate other people around you to do the same thing. Okay, Pile 3. Thank you so much for watching this reading. You guys go out there and continue to be blessings in the world.